सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। हरि ओम। We have celebrated Pujya Gurudev's 107th Jayanti in this week. Just a couple of days back, 8th of May was Pujya Gurudev's Jayanti. So greetings to one and all on the Jayanti of a master. We celebrate such occasions to remind ourselves what we are supposed to do in life. Okay. So may Gurudev always inspire us to do what is right. Let us start the session. As always, we will see one verse. Last time also we had seen one verse on Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatgurum. Very famous verse. Now today the verse that we are seeing is also very famous verse. Let us chant. I will chant, repeat after me. मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। टुगेदर। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। Beautiful verse, also part of Sri Bhagavad Gita Dhyana Shlokas, one of the shlokas, very powerful shloka. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripa tam aham vande paramananda madhavam. So let us understand each phrase, each word. Mukam vachalam karoti. That which makes karoti. What? A mooka, a dumb person, a person who cannot speak, vachalam, makes him or her eloquent. Okay. So which makes a dumb person eloquent. Or vachalam mukam karoti. That is also meaning can be brought out from the same verse. Which makes an eloquent person dumb. Means what? If a person feels that he has got so much of knowledge and keeps talking, something is there which makes that person quiet, that person humble, makes that person understand, listen to others. Okay. So both mukam vachalam karoti, vachalam mukam karoti. That which makes a dumb person an eloquent speaker and an eloquent person mute, dumb. Then what? Pangum girim langhayate, which makes a cripple. Pangum means one who has got only one leg, or there is some problem with the leg. Pangum. Girim means mountain. Langhayate, makes that person cross the mountain. Which person? A cripple. So which makes a cripple cross a mountain. Now, what are we talking about? What is making all these things? Yat kripa. Yat kripa, yasya kripa. Whose grace makes these things possible? So, the grace of whom makes a dumb person eloquent and makes a cripple cross a mountain, tam, to him, Paramananda Madhavam, to that Lord Madhava. Madhava word also, many times we use it, not understanding the meaning. Ma means Lakshmi, and Dhava means husband. So Madhava means husband of Lakshmi. So Vishnu Bhagavan, Krishna Bhagavan, who is husband of Lakshmi, who is Paramananda, who is of the nature of supreme bliss, who is that Brahman. To that Lord, Tam, Aham Vande, I prostrate. So see, are you understanding now the words? Mukam karoti vachalam, Pangum langhayate girim, yat kripa tam aham vande, Paramananda Madhavam. Now tell me, in this sentence, what is the subject? What is the subject? Subject of the sentence is, one subject is aham. You are absolutely right. Aham vande. So aham vande. So aham being the subject is in which vibhakti? Prathama vibhakti, first case. Correct? Vande is the verb which follows the subject which is in prathama vibhakti. Right. To whom am I prostrating? Aham vande, I am prostrating. To whom? Tam. To him. Who is that? To Shri Krishna. Who is that? Paramananda Madhavam, which is the adjective for Krishna. Now, Tam and Paramananda Madhavam are in which case? They are in second case, Dvitiya Vibhakti. That is the object of the sentence. So, Aham, so shortest sentence from the verse will be what? Aham Tam Vande. I prostrate to him. Who is that him? Paramananda Madhavam Tam. So Paramananda Madhavam becomes adjective for Tam. I prostrate to him who is the Lord of the husband of Lakshmi, who is of the nature of supreme bliss. To him I prostrate. Okay? Okay. Fine. This much is fine. Now, there is one more subject in the sentence. Why? Because there are more verbs in the sentence. For Vande, for this verb, Aham is the subject. Absolutely correct. Aham Vande. But this Aham is not the subject for Karoti. Because Aham Karoti is not possible. Aham means first person. Karoti is for third person. So what is the other subject for the other two? What is that? Yat kripa. Yat kripa mukam vachalam karoti. Yat kripa pangum girim langhayate. Tam paramananda madhavam aham vande. Yat kripa yasya kripa. So actually what is the subject of the first line? Grace. Yat kripa, which is in the second line actually. That is the subject. So it is that grace. Whose grace? Yasya kripa etat sarvam karoti tamaham vande. Whose grace makes all these impossible things possible. To him I am prostrating. Okay. So see how more meaning will come when we understand the grammar part of it. So who is making this impossible thing happen? Grace. Whose grace? That Lord's grace. Krishna's grace, whom I am prostrating. So by whose grace, or whose grace actually, not by whose grace make makes a dumb person eloquent. And also it is by His grace only that an eloquent person becomes dumb. Okay, both are His grace to make somebody who can't speak suddenly starts to speak. So many such examples are there of saints, etc. Isn't it? In Maharashtra, very famous example of Jnaneshwar Maharaj is there. There was a big debate and discussion that you are the children of sannyasins and you should not chant Vedas and you don't have that adhikara for the Vedas, etc., etc. And Jnaneshwar Maharaj said that everybody can chant Veda. What do you mean you cannot chant? Adhikaritva required is not according to birth. So he says, oh, so you can teach anybody? He says, yes, I can teach anybody. And he makes a male buffalo chant the Vedas. He just touches that male buffalo and that male buffalo starts to chant the Vedas. Yasya kripa mukam vachalam karoti. Pangum girim langayate. A cripple who cannot even walk, but by His grace, it will become possible. What? That the same cripple can cross mountain. Okay? To children, no? To small children, Bal Vihar, etc. We teach one bhajan. Very interesting bhajan. English bhajan we teach. My God is so great, so strong and so mighty. There is nothing that He cannot do. That is what it is. He is so powerful. What is there that He cannot do? So, yat kripa, subject. Yat kripa mukam vachalam karoti. Yat kripa pangum girim langayate. Tam paramananda madhavam aham vande. Now you see, understanding all these things. And because there is, last time, if you remember, we understood one concept called samanadikaranya. Remember samanadikaranya? Two words which are in the same case, same vibhakti, same vachana, they may be talking about or they may have same support, substratum. Mukam vachalam. Same person who is a dumb then makes that person eloquent. Pangum girim. This is not samanadikaranya. Understand? That's why I am bringing this topic. Mukam and Vachalam, there is a samanadikaranya, and therefore you can change the order. Vachalam mukam karoti also is possible, because one is the adjective for the other. Or to now that you have studied all that, it is objective complement. A person who was muka before has now become an eloquent speaker. Objective complement. Okay, but here Pangum and Girim both are in Dvitiya Vibhakti, but there is no Samanadikaranya. Pangum is talking about a person who is crippled and Girim means mountain. But because it is Langhayate, it is called Nijanta Prayoga, causative form. That something is making something happen. So both are in object, both are objects, both are in Dvitiya Vibhakti, but there is no Samanadikaranya. In the first phrase, both are in Dvitiya Vibhakti and there is Samanadikaranya. So yat kripa mukam vachalam karoti, yat kripa pangum girim langhayate, tam paramananda madhavam aham vande. In English we say, I prostrate unto that Lord Madhava, who is of the nature of supreme bliss, whose grace makes a dumb person eloquent and a cripple cross a mountain. Whose grace? Grace makes it. Grace makes it possible. Okay? To that Lord. Whose grace makes it possible? To that Lord I prostrate. Now, obviously, why are you prostrating? So that by His grace, I also will be here. Many times we chant this shloka in the beginning of our talk also, session also. In Vivek Chudamani, etc. we chant every time. Why? Because it is by His grace that we are able to speak. It is by His grace that we are able to hear. It is by His grace that we are able to understand. Let us not forget. Let us not have any kind of ego at any point of time. If we are able to speak beautifully, or if we are able to understand everything, or if we are able to hear more and more things, let there be no ego. To remember that, we chant this verse, that whose grace makes it possible. Prostrations unto that Lord. Okay? Okay, Dvitiya Vibhakti, you see, Mukam, Vachalam, Pangum, Girim, Tam, Paramananda Madhavam, all these words are in Dvitiya Vibhakti. All right. Clear? Once we will chant and then we will go forward. Together. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam. Now what? Let us go to the example. So last time we saw usages of Dvitiya Vibhakti. 6 usages we saw. Do you remember 6 usages? First usage was object, karma. That is the karaka also. Object. Second usage was karma visheshana, adjective of the object. We are talking about active voice only. Adjective of the object. Third, karma visheshaka, objective complement. Third usage. Fourth usage we saw prapti sthana, the destination, especially with respect to the verb gacha, gama gacha. So gachati, where am I going? What is the destination? That destination is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Aham vidyalayam gachami, mandiram gachami, annakshetram gachami va. Okay, that comes in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Fifth one we saw, to whom we address or speak. That is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Shri Krishna Arjunam uvacha or Arjunam vadati, etc. And sixth one, what was the sixth one? Upapada Vibhakti, usages with respect to avyayas. With certain avyayas, Dvitiya Vibhakti is used. What are those avyayas? Ubhayataha, paritaha and vina. Correct? So ubhayataha means on both sides. So on both sides of what something is there, on both sides of what, that is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. What is there is in Prathama Vibhakti. Vitim ubhayataha grihani santi. Paritaha means on all sides. So on all sides of what, that is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Acharya kutim paritaha. Kim bhavati amravriksha santi. That is okay. That is in Prathama Vibhakti. But around what, that comes in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So with respect to ubhayataha and paritaha, with these avyayas, Dvitiya Vibhakti is used. Same way vina. Jnanam vina moksha na siddhyati. There we also saw that for vina avyaya, Tritiya and Panchami also can be used. Jnanena vina also, jnanat vina also. Okay, but right now let us focus on Dvitiya Vibhakti. Then we saw lots of usages, lots of examples also we saw. Now we are going to see examples from the first chapter. I hope you have gone through the first chapter and I have marked some verses where second case is used, Dvitiya Vibhakti is used. Some of them are mentioned here. Let us see. Verse number 2. Drishtva tu pandavanikam vyudham duryodhanastadācāryam upasangamya raja vachanam agbravīt. Here you see, the same verse we had seen also for Prathama Vibhakti usage, where Duryodhana and Raja was highlighted because they are in Prathama Vibhakti. Now here Dvitiya Vibhakti is highlighted. Drishtva, kim drishtva, Pandavanikam drishtva. Seeing the army of Pandavas. Vyudham, which is arranged in a proper formation. So Vyudham is adjective for Pandavanikam. Pandava, Anikam means army. So Drishtva, seeing the army of Pandavas which is in a formation, Duryodhana, the subject of the sentence, Duryodhana, tada, then at that time, Acharyam upasangamya, going near the teacher. So going near whom? Acharyam, Dvitiya Vibhakti. Acharyam upasangamya, Raja Duryodhana, first case, Vachanam abravit, said these words. So Vachanam again is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Kim abravit? Vachanam abravit. Kim kam upasangamya? Acharyam upasangamya. Kim drishtva? Pandavanikam drishtva. Remember we asked question Kim to find out what is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Correct? Karma karaka. Remember? So we get 4 words in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Are you understanding? Okay. Next verse. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Drupadaputrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Who is now Duryodhana is saying? To whom? See, previous verse says, no, Acharya Sangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. Duryodhana approaching his Guru Dronacharya said this, Vachanam Abravit, said this. What did he say? Next verse. Pashya, see. O teacher, see. What should I see? Etam Mahatim Chamum Pashya. Etam, this. Mahatim, huge. Chamum, army. Pashya, see. Who should see? You. So Pashya indicates that the subject of the sentence is you. Tvam Pashya. You see. And what should I see? Whatever I should see comes in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Etam Mahatim Chamum Pashya. See this huge army. Which army? Panduputranam. This army of the sons of Pandu. Acharya, hey Acharya, Sambodhana, hey Acharya, oh teacher, see this huge army of sons of Pandu. Vyudham continues, which is Vyudham, which is arranged in a formation Drupada Putrena, by the son of Drupada it is arranged. And who is that Drupada Putra? Tava Shishyena, by your student. You only taught him. And now you see, what is he doing? He has arranged army which is in opposite direction to you, which is your opponent. You only taught him Dhimata, and he is very intelligent also. You taught him well, and now you see what he has done. Okay. So Vyudham is again Mahatim Chamum Vyudham. All are in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Right? So what is the sentence? Duryodhana is saying to Dronacharya, oh teacher, see this great army of Pandavas which is arranged in a formation by the son of Drupada who is intelligent and your own student. That is what he is saying. But in this, Etam, Mahatim, Chamum, Vyudham, all these are in Dvitiya Vibhakti. They are objects. Not all are objects. One is object, all other are adjectives to that object. Okay. Chamum, army, is the object. Mahatim is adjective. Etam is adjective. Vyudham is adjective. Okay. Okay. So sentence is what? Tvam Chamum Pashya. That's the sentence, shortest sentence. You see this army. You see this army. Now what is that army? Other adjectives are there, etc., etc. All right. Next verse. 12th verse of the chapter. Tasya sanjanayan harsham kuru vriddhah pitamaha simhanadam vinadyoche shankham dadmo pratapavan. What has happened now? Duryodhana has blabbered a lot from 3rd verse till 11th verse, and then listening to all his blabbering, Bhishmacharya gets little irritated, and therefore what does he do? Tasya sanjanayan harsham. Tasya harsham, his, Duryodhana's harsham, joy. Sanjanayan, to give birth to his joy, means to make him happy. Kuru vriddha pitamaha, the grandfather, the grandsire of Kuru Vamsha, Bhishmacharya. Simhanadam vinadya. Simhanadam is sound of a lion. Basically it is called as battle cry, no? You must have seen in like that they shout so that some kind of energy comes. Simhanadam vinadya uchchaihi, in a loud voice. Shankham dadmau, and also blew the conch. Dadmau, blew. Shankham, conch. What did he blow? Shankham. So comes in Dvitiya Vibhakti because it is the object. Pratapavan. Pratapavan is adjective for this Pitama. See, that is what I have been trying to explain. Once we understand little bit of grammar, then we will understand which word is connected where. Pratapavan, Pratama Vibhakti. Pratama Vibhakti word should be connected to what? To other words of Pratama Vibhakti. Which are those words? Kuru Vriddha Pitamaha. So Kuru Vriddha is adjective for Pitamaha. Pratapavan is adjective for Pitamaha. This Pitamaha, what did he do? Vinadya. Dadmau. These are the verbs. And what did he make sound of? Simhanada. What did he blow? Shankha, conch. Why? Tasya harsham sanjanayan. In order to create joy for him, for Duryodhana. Okay, so here again harsham, simhanadam, shankham, all these are objects. Right. 15th verse. Now what has happened? Sanjaya, one who is telling the entire story to Dhritarashtra, he is now talking about the Pandavas side and he is naming the conches of Pandavas. So he says, Panchajanyam Hrishikeshaha, Devadattam Dhananjayaha, Poundram Dadmau Mahashankham, Bhimakarma Vrukodaraha. What is the verb? Dadmau. Blew. Who blew? Hrishikeshaha Dadmau. Rishikesha, who is Rishikesha? Rishikeshaha, Shri Krishna. Lord Krishna blew. Which conch? Panchajanyam. The conch also had name. See, many times nowadays people, when they hear all these things, they feel, what is this? Why did they have name? Actually, nowadays we have our own vehicles and we give name to our vehicles, yes or no? You ask children also, they must have given names to their cycle. They don't call their cycle by name cycle. They must have given some name. They were great people. Bat, etc., cricket bat, cricket ball that cricketers use has been given names. We don't call, these are great people. Everything that they used to have a brand. You see, that was their brand. So they blew the conches. Rishikesha, Shri Krishna blew the conch named Panchajanya. So what was the conch? What did he blow? Dvitiya Vibhakti Panchajanyam. Dhananjayaha, Pratama Vibhakti. Dhananjayaha, Arjunaha. He also blew his conch. What was the name? Devadattam. Then what? Poundram. Poundram is another name of the conch. Mahashankham, given adjective also, it was a great conch. Why? Because it was of a great person. Bhimakarma Vrukodaraha. It was of Bhima. Bhimakarma, one whose actions are huge. And Vrukodaraha is very interesting adjective. Vrika means fox. Udaraha means stomach. One whose stomach is like a fox. Not like a fox, like fox's stomach. If you have seen, the fox has stomach inside. Isn't it? So Bhima was a person whose stomach was inside. Inside means what? He's not like fat-bellied person. He is very fit person, very strong person. He has got six-pack abs. That six-pack abs is mentioned by Vrukodaraha. This Bhima Karma Vrukodaraha, this Bhima also blew the conch Poundram, which was Mahashankham. So, Panchajanyam, Devadattam, Poundram, Mahashankham, everything is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Rishikesha, Dhananjayaha, Bhima Karma, Vrukodara, everything is in Pratama Vibhakti. Continues. Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthiraha Nakula Sahadevasya Sukoshamani Pushpakau. Verb is still same, Dadmau. Dadmau is the verb. Now what? Ananta Vijayam. Next name of the conch is Ananta Vijayam. This is whose conch it is? Yudhishthiraha. Yudhishthiraha Ananta Vijayam Dadmau. Who is this Yudhishthiraha? Kunti Putraha, son of Kunti. And Sanjay nicely slips something down. Raja. Oh my dear Dhritarashtra, he is the actual king. You did not give him his kingdom. Therefore the battle is happening. Your son is considering himself as Raja, but he is actually Raja. Raja Kunti Putra Yudhishthiraha Ananta Vijayam Dadmau. Then what? Nakulaha Sahadevasya. Remaining two brothers. See, Shri Krishna over Then among Pandavas, Arjuna, Bhima, Yudhishthira over. Then who remained? Nakula and Sahadevascha. What did they do? They also blew their respective conches. What were the name? Sughosha and Mani Pushpaka. And because they are two in number, Dvivachana is used. Sughosha Mani Pushpakau. Aham balau pashyami. I am seeing two children, two boys. I am seeing two. So Nakulaha Sahadevaha cha Sughosha Mani Pushpakau dadmo. They blew. Okay, so Sughosha and Mani Pushpaka. This was Nakula's conch was Sughosha, Sahadeva's conch was Mani Pushpaka. So they blew their respective conches. So you understand again, Ananta Vijayam, Sughosha Mani Pushpako are in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Then what? Few verses down the line, everybody's conches were blown and everything became quiet. And after that, what happened? Rishikesham tada vakyam idam ahamahipate senayor ubayor madhye ratam sthapayam echuta. What happened then? E mahipate, O king. Sanjay is addressing Dhritarashtra. Tada, at that time, Arjuna, idam vakyam, this sentence, Rishikesham aha. He spoke this to Rishikesha. Now, carefully note, fifth usage. What was the fifth usage? What was the fifth usage? To whom we address comes in Dvitiya Vibhakti. What are we saying comes in Dvitiya Vibhakti because it is the object of the sentence. Kim aha idam vakyam aha. Kam aha. To whom did he say? Rishikesham aha. So both are in Dvitiya Vibhakti, but there is no Samanadikaranya. Remember, we saw in the last session that there are transient verbs, there are transitive verbs, intransitive verbs, and in Sanskrit there is something called as Dvikarmaka Kriya, where a verb will have two objects. Two objects. Two objects means there is no Samanadikaranya. They are not talking about same thing. There are two distinct objects, but both are objects, both are in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So here what is it? Rishikesham and Vakyam. Idam is adjective for it. Object is Vakyam only. Idam is adjective for it. Okay, what did Arjuna say? Arjuna said to Shri Krishna this sentence. What did he say? Senayoho ubhayoho madhye, in between both the armies, me ratham sthapaya, place my chariot. Achyuta, hey Achyuta, O Krishna, place my chariot in between the two armies. Who should place? You place. Tvam sthapaya. So Tvam is the subject. What should I place? What should I place? Ratham sthapaya. So Ratham is object, is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So in between the two armies, you place my chariot. Me Ratham. My chariot, place it in between the two armies. So that chariot is object of the second sentence. First aha. For this verb, these two are the objects. For sthapaya, this is the object. Is it clear? Then what happened? There Arjuna, of course Shri Krishna placed, and then what happened? Tatra apashyat. There he saw. Arjuna saw. What did he see? Sthitan. Those who were standing. Partha apashyat. Partha Arjuna apashyat. Arjuna saw. What did he see? Pitrun. Pitrun, fathers. Fathers means not many fathers. All those who are on the pedestal of father, who are worshipful like his father, his uncles, etc. Pitamahan, grandfathers means of that era. Acharyan, teachers. Matulan, maternal uncles. Bhratrun, brothers. Putran, children. Pautran, grandchildren. Sakhin tatha, and friends. This verse is actually where the entire breakdown of Arjuna happens. He told very strongly to Shri Krishna, let me go and see who are here to fight against me. So you place my chariot in between. Kair maya sahayodhavyam. Let me see who is it. And when he goes, then suddenly he sees that these are all my people. They are sthitan, those who are standing here. They are my fathers and grandfathers and children and teachers and maternal uncles and friends. All these are in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Partha apashyat. Partha Arjuna saw all these things, all these people. Okay. Next verse. Not over. Shvashuran. He also saw Shvashuran. Shvashuran means fathers-in-law. See, the plural is used in order to show that there were many. Like for example, if Arjuna is married to somebody, that girl's father is there. Yudhishthira is also married to somebody, that girl's father also might be there. Then somebody else, not his necessarily Shvashuran, but for all his brothers, including Kauravas, Duryodhana, Dushasana are all married. No, they must be married to somebody. Their fathers are all there in that battlefield. Surudaha, well-wishers, friends. Chaiva senayor ubhayorapi, on both sides, not just on Kaurava's sides, on his sides also. Tan samiksha, seeing all of them. Saha kaunteyaha, that Arjuna, sarvan bandhun avasthitan, all are his people. He saw all of them. Tan samiksha, then what happened? Then he broke down and he said, Shri Krishna, I will not fight. Okay, so just half of the chapter only, you see so many examples of Dvitiya Vibhakti are there. Everywhere object is used, it is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Okay, so last time we saw Prathama Vibhakti and we said it is the most important word in the sentence. Why? Because verb also follows that Prathama Vibhakti. In active voice, Prathama Vibhakti also is for the subject. In passive voice, it is for object, which is again the most important verb, which we have seen. So in this way, if Prathama Vibhakti word is most important, then Dvitiya Vibhakti word is second most important. Why? Because it indicates the object. Okay. So in the basic structure of a sentence, what was there? Subject, object, verb. We have studied subject, object. And we have understood that verb follows whatever is in Prathama. Correct? That much we have completed. Now what? Now we have to see other Vibhaktis. Why? Other prepositions etc. are used, no? So that other Vibhaktis now we will begin. Next one is called as Tritiya Vibhakti. Tritiya Vibhakti. Prathama Vibhakti was which case in English? Nominative case. First case was called nominative case. Dvitiya Vibhakti, second case was called accusative case. Now third, Tritiya Vibhakti is called instrumental case. Why instrumental case? Because it indicates the instrument of action. And therefore, Karaka, remember Karaka? Karaka is that which connects the word to the verb. For Prathama Vibhakti, what was the Karaka? Kartru Karaka. Prathama Vibhakti is connected to the verb as subject. Dvitiya Vibhakti, what was the Karaka? Karma Karaka. Dvitiya Vibhakti is connected to verb as object. Means Dvitiya Vibhakti connects that word to the verb as object. Now Tritiya Vibhakti is Karana Karaka. Karana means instrument. Please note Karana, not Karna. Karna means ear. Karna is different. Karana. Ra also is full. Na also is full. Karana. Karana means what? Instrument. So instrumental case is generally used to indicate instrument used for an action. How to find out? Ask question with or by what? With what? By what? To the verb. Okay. Whatever answer you will get will be the instrument and it will be in the Tritiya Vibhakti, third case, instrumental case. Is that okay? Is that okay? Shall we see the usages? There are lots of usages, lots of types of usages are there. Some we will see whatever we can see today. First main usage is upakaranarthe. Upakaranarthe Tritiya. Upakaranarthe means instrument. Upakarana, karana, upakarana, same meaning. Instrument used for action is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Example, Ramaha Aindrastrena Ravanam Hanti. Ramaha Aindrastrena Ravanam Hanti. Now, carefully. What is the subject of the sentence? Ramaha. In which case? Prathama. What is the object of the sentence? Ravanam. In which case? Dvitiya. What is the verb? Hanti. Kills. So what is the basic sentence? Rama kills Ravana. Who is killing? Rama, Prathama Vibhakti. To whom is he killing? Ravana, Dvitiya Vibhakti. Killing is the verb. Right? Now, by what or with what is he killing? Aindrastrena, by the weapon which is called Aindrastra. So I am sure you have heard of different weapons were there, no? Brahmastra, Pashupatastra, Agniastra. I am sure you all have heard names of different weapons, different kinds of weapons. So which weapon did he use to kill Ravana? Aindrastra. And since it is the instrument of action, it goes in Tritiya Vibhakti, Aindrastrena. Aindrastrena is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay. Now, one thing you note. Aindrastra is the Pratipadika, is the base. To make it into Tritiya Vibhakti, this is added. Aindrastrena. Okay. So, how? That we will see. Just understand for now that this is Tritiya Vibhakti. Ramena. In the Prathama Vibhakti usage, we had seen Ramena. When we were seeing the conversion into passive voice, Ramena Sita Drishyate. So this Ramena is Tritiya Vibhakti. Rama is the base and Rama is the base. Ramena Tritiya Vibhakti. Arjunena, Krishnena. Pullinga. For Pullinga, this is Akaranta Pullinga. These are how the forms are there. Now slowly we will understand how these forms are to be made, what are those tables, etc. We will see. Those the dreadful tables in school, no? Ramah, Ramo, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramo, Raman. Those who studied Sanskrit, those tables you will see, but we will not see them as dreadful. We will see a simple way by which we can remember. Okay, but how that form has come, we will see later. But that form comes. And what is that form that we are understanding now? Aindrastrena is Tritiya Vibhakti. It shows instrument of action. It shows instrument of action. Is that fine? Okay. Another example. Aham netrabhyam pashyami. I am seeing through my eyes. How many eyes do you have? I have 2 eyes. Therefore, netrabhyam dvivachana. Dvivachana. If Lord Shiva is there, no, you can say Netraihi Pashyati. Because Lord Shiva has got 3 eyes, no, 1, 2 and 1 extra eye is there. So then you can say Netraihi Pashyati. But for normal people, there are 2 eyes. Netrabhyam Pashyami. Aham Padbhyam Chalami. We'll see. When the topic comes, we'll see. 2 legs are there. I am walking using 2 legs, instruments of action. Then that. Alright. So, First usage is upakaranarthe, to show the instrument used for action, which is in Tritiya Vibhakti. The instrument of action will be in Tritiya Vibhakti. First usage. Second usage, very interesting usage. Hetu arthe. Hetu means cause. Arthe means for the sake. For the sake of showing the cause, to show the reason or the cause, Tritiya Vibhakti is used sometimes. Which is also instrument, isn't it? In a way, see, instrument, when we hear instrument, when we hear, first thing that comes to our mind is a physical, some kind of equipment will be there, some kind of machine will be there. That is an instrument, correct? But in a sense, we also say, no, you are instrumental in all these things. You are the cause, you are responsible. So that cause also is a kind of instrument only of action, which is not a physical thing, but it is the instrumental in the action. So that cause also is shown, cause also is in Tritiya Vibhakti. How example? Aham shiro vedanaya pathashalam na gacchami. What is happening? Aham, I, pathashalam na gacchami. I am not going to school. Why? What is the cause? Shiro vedanaya. Shiras means head. Vedana means pain. Headache. Vedanaya, Tritiya Vibhakti. Vedana is the base. Vedanaya, Tritiya Vibhakti. Shiro vedanaya. Because of headache, I am not going to school. So the cause is shown in Tritiya Vibhakti. Why? That is the instrumental for action, no? What is the verb? Na gacchami, I am not going. Why are you not going? Why? Shiro vedanaya. So you have to ask the question, why? Because hetu, no? Cause. Another very famous in Bhashya, Shankar Bhashya, etc. It comes, Karmana pitrulokaha, upasanaya devalokaha. Through karma, by karma, you will reach the pitruloka, the world of ancestors. And upasanaya, and through worship, through mental activities, you will reach the worlds of deities. So now what is happening here? Those actions which you are performing, which causes your going to that particular world, that cause is in Tritiya Vibhakti, Karmana, Tritiya Vibhakti, Upasanaya, like Shiro Vedanaya, Upasanaya, Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay? Karmana, Tritiya, Upasanaya, cause. The cause of action, Pitrulokaha bhavati. That person will get, apnoti also is fine. Apnoti is not correct. Fine. Bhavati is correct. Apnoti then Pitrulokam apnoti. Pitrulokaha here is in Prathama Vibhakti. So by what I will get? What is the cause for me to go there? That cause is in Tritiya Vibhakti, Karmana and Upasanaya. So Tritiya Vibhakti is, so far we have understood, one is the instrument of action, physical instrument. Another is the cause, the reason. That also is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Next usage we have already seen. In passive voice, the subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti. This is already usage we have seen in when we were studying the first case, Prathama Vibhakti, isn't it? Subject in passive voice is in Tritiya Vibhakti. In active voice, subject is in which case? Active voice, subject is in which case? Prathama Vibhakti. Object is in which case in active voice? Dvitiya Vibhakti. Very good. And verb follows what? Subject, which is in first case. Very good. Now in passive voice, the subject goes to third case. Object comes to first case. And verb follows the object. Why? Because it is passive. Object is more important. Correct? So when in passive construction, object from Dvitiya Vibhakti has come to Prathama Vibhakti, the subject from Prathama Vibhakti goes to Tritiya Vibhakti. Karmani, in passive voice, karta, subject. So subject in passive voice is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Example, Ramena Sita Drishyate. Sita is seen by Rama. By whom? By whom? By Rama. Subject goes in Tritiya Vibhakti for passive construction. Okay? Another example, Maya Pustakam Pathyate. The book is read by me. Active construction will be, I am reading the book. Aham Pustakam Pathami. Where aham is in Prathama Vibhakti, Pustakam is in Dvitiya Vibhakti, Pathami, verb follows the subject. But when you convert into passive, the book is read. So the verb is following the object, Pustakam Pathyate. By whom? Maya, by me. So by me, the subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti for passive construction. Is this also clear? In active voice, subject is in Prathama Vibhakti, object is in, okay, let me write it down. In active voice, subject is in Prathama Vibhakti, object is in Dvitiya Vibhakti, and verb follows the subject. In passive voice, subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti, object is in Prathama Vibhakti, and verb follows the object. See here, is it clear? Active voice means Kartari Prayoga, where the subject is more important, therefore subject is in Prathama Vibhakti. Verb is following whom? Subject, and object is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Correct? In passive construction, Karmani Prayoga, what is more important? Karma is more important, object is more important, so object is in Prathama Vibhakti. What happens to the subject? Subject goes in Tritiya Vibhakti, not Dvitiya Vibhakti. It is not swapping. Right? Don't do like this. 1 and 2, here 2 and 1. No. Dvitiya Vibhakti doesn't come in passive voice. Of course, object etc. some different other object is there. It may be there, but main object is in Prathama Vibhakti. Third case, subject will be in third case, Tritiya Vibhakti, and verb will follow whatever is in first case. So here in passive construction, object is in first case, therefore verb follows the object. Here in active construction, it follows the subject. Clear? Okay. Now let me explain one important point. Why? Because I have recently understood that this class is not just attended by those who don't know Sanskrit, but is also attended by those who will know Sanskrit. So for them, let me give clarification. In Panini's grammar, in Panini Ashtadhyayi, Karaka Prakarana, when the topic of Karaka is there, Panini Sutra says, Kartru Karanayoho Tritiya. It assigns Kartru Karaka also to Tritiya and Karana Karaka also to Tritiya. Why? Because of passive construction, Karta is in Tritiya, and that entire series of formula, the series of sutras which is there, starts with Anabhihite. Anabhihite means what? In passive construction only they are talking about all the sutras, and therefore Kartru Karaka will be assigned to Tritiya Vibhakti in Paniniya Sanskrit, in Panini Ashtadhyayi. Why? In sutras, I mean. Why? Because those sutras are about passive construction, and in passive voice, Karta subject is in Tritiya. Therefore, he says, Kartru Karanayoho Tritiya. For the subject as well as the instrument, Tritiya Vibhakti is to be used. Please don't get confused. When somebody comes and you go with your knowledge and you say Kartru Karaka Prathama Vibhakti, Karma Karaka Dvitiya Vibhakti, Karana Karaka Tritiya Vibhakti. Somebody says no, what is this? Your teacher is wrong. You are not understood correctly. Kartru Karaka as well as Karana Karaka is for Tritiya Vibhakti. What should you say? You should smile and say correct and come back. Don't fight. Why? Correct. Passive construction they are talking about. So kartrukarana yoho tritiya, when it is said, don't forget it is anabhihite, it is passive construction. In passive construction, subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti. There is a separate sutra written for Prathama Vibhakti. Pratipadika linga parimana vachana matre prathama. Different sutra is there. It has a very different kind of meaning. He explains everything there. Okay, please get this clear. We are studying this particular way of understanding Sanskrit so that it will become easy to understand. For us, active construction is easy, isn't it? We are understanding easy way. Therefore, Prathama Vibhakti we say subject. Kartrukaraka is for Prathama Vibhakti. Karmakaraka object is for Dvitiya Vibhakti. Karanakaraka instrument is Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay, please don't worry. In passive construction, Karta subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti. There is no doubt. There is no doubt. Okay, but for easy understanding, we are dividing it like this. Is this clear? Okay. All right. So, 3 usages we have seen so far. Number 1, upakaranarthe, the physical instrument that is used for action. Second, hetu arthe, to show the reason or cause. And third example we saw, karmani karta. In passive voice, the subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti. This much we have seen. Few more, 1 or 2 usages more we will see. Bhava suchaka shabdanam yoge Tritiya. Bhava feeling, suchaka indicators, shabda words. So words that indicate feeling, the words that indicate feeling are sometimes used in Tritiya Vibhakti. Example, Balaha santoshena kridati. A boy is playing happily. That happily is there, no? Happily is playing. That happily is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Santoshena kridati. It is the feeling of that person which is explained in Tritiya Vibhakti. Please note this. Because it is happily, you will think that it is adverb. Of course it is adverb. So when you translate it in Sanskrit, you will take it to Dvitiya Vibhakti because adverbs are in Dvitiya Vibhakti. No. If it is feeling which is adverb, feeling, okay. There are many other adverbs, no, which are not feeling. Rapidly, slowly, these are not feelings. We are not talking about that. Where it is feeling, that is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Aham Shraddhaya Ishwaram Bhajami. With devotion, aham, I, bhajami, worship Ishwaram, the Lord. I worship the Lord with devotion. So my feeling of devotion is shown in Tritiya Vibhakti, Shraddhaya. Okay? Okay. In Hindi, no, one word we use very often, kripaya. Have you heard this word, kripaya? Kripa kijiye. Kripa is the word. What is kripaya? Third case. Kripaya. With compassion. Kripaya vadatu. Please tell with compassion. That please, no, we translate kripaya as please. That please means what? With compassion. Please. What? Tell. Kripaya. Kripaya is Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay. So, bhava suchaka shabdanam yoge. Yoge means? Yoge? How do you say yoge? Yoge means in order to use. Yoge. In order to use words which are indicative of feeling, we are using Tritiya Vibhakti. So, those words are in Tritiya Vibhakti. Aham Shraddhaya Ishwaram Bhajami. Balaha santoshena kridati. Sometimes, why are we studying this? Because sometimes we will see such usage in the scripture which is not showing any instrument. Santoshena kridati. So what? Santosha is what? Some kind of instrument? No. Kandukena kridati is fine. Is playing with ball. Ball is an instrument. Santoshena kridati, it is this kind of usage where the feeling is shown in Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay, that's why this usage is added. Now next word, upadhi arthe. Very interesting usage. Upadhi. Hey, Vedantis, be aware. This is not Vedanta Shastra. This is Vyakarana Shastra. Upadhi means what? Medium. Don't say conditioning. There are three kinds of upadhis. Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. In Gurudev's words, BMI are the upadhis. Not all that. Upadhi artha means to show medium. In other words, through. This kind of usage will be there. Through. See, in Sanskrit, in English also, we use by, with, and through. These three things we use, isn't it? Now, by and with, we have already seen the usages as upakarana, as instrument. Now, this through, when through preposition is used. Example, Shakataha margena gacchati. Shakataha means cart. Cart is going by a road. Through a road. It is going through a road. Ishwaraha pushpaihi hasati. Beautiful. What is the meaning? The Lord smiles through flowers. So when you see the bloomed flower, remember that it is the Lord smiling, looking at you through that flower. Who is smiling? Ishwara hasati. The Lord is smiling through the flowers. Pushpaihi. Through, medium. Okay. The mother-in-law talks through the son. The mother-in-law wants to say something to the daughter-in-law. Okay. But she will not say. Why? Because she knows if I tell, daughter-in-law will not listen. So what does she do? She speaks through the son. Who is speaking? Mother-in-law only. But through the son. So that son will be in Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay. One more usage we will see and we will stop. Let us see. Prayana sadhanarthe Tritiya. Prayana means journey. Sadhana means instrument. So instrument of journey means mode of transport. With what you are going? Saha, example, Saha, he dvichakrikaya griham gacchati. Dvichakrika means chakra means wheel. Dvichakra means two-wheeler. Dvichakrika, two-wheeler. Actually it is bicycle. No, by means two. Dvichakrikaya, by a bicycle. Saha, he griham gacchati, he goes home by a bicycle. Dvichakrikaya. Aham padbhyam gacchami. I don't have any bicycle. I have two sickles. What are they? My 2 feet. Aham padbhyam gacchami. Here again you see padbhyam is dvivachan. Why? Because I have 2 feet. My mode of transport is my 2 feet. So I am going by my 2 feet. Aham padbhyam Tritiya Vibhakti dvivachan gacchami. I am going. Okay. Now try to find more examples. Okay. See, please, this is little bit that we can do in 1 hour class in a week. But all other hours of the day and remaining days of the week which are available with you, find out. Relayanena, karyanena. All these kind of usages you find out for yourself, how it is used. Okay. So, dvichakrikaya griham gacchati, ham padbhyam gacchami. Last one for today we will see. Yat dhanam diyate tat. Yat, that which dhanam, wealth, diyate is given, tat. The price that we pay. How much? What is the price that we are paying? That is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Narayanaha dasharupyakaihi pustakam krinati. Narayanaha pustakam krinati. Narayana purchases a book. By how much money? You see, by how much money? By Tritiya Vibhakti. Dasharupyakaihi. 10 rupees. With 10 rupees, Narayana purchases a book. With 10 rupees, no, there's a buy or with is in Tritiya Vibhakti, Dasharupyakaihi. Okay. Now see, interesting usage. Duryodhanaha Angarajyena Karnam Jayati. Those who understand the story, those who know the story will understand what is happening. Duryodhanaha, the eldest of the Kauravas, Karnam Jayati, he wins over Karna. He wins over Karna. How? What is the price that he pays? Angarajyena. He offers Angarajya to Karna. Correct? He offers Angarajya to Karna. So by giving Angarajya, he is making Karna on his side. So bargain, no. You will support me. What is the price Duryodhana pays? Angarajya. So Angarajyena comes in Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay? Okay? Few questions have come about Padbhyam. It is correct, Padbhyam is correct. It is not Padbhyam, it is not Padabhyam, it is Padbhyam. Padabhyam word is there, but it has a different meaning. There the Pada word is used as word. Pada. Earlier also we had seen the Suptingantam Padam. That Pada is different. This is Pat. Padbhyam. Okay. Clear? So usages we have seen. What was the first usage that we saw? Upakarnarthe, to show the instrument of action. Second usage, Hetuarthe, to show the cause of action. Third usage, Karmani Karta, in the passive voice, in the passive construction, the subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Fourth usage, Bhavasuchaka Shabdanam Yoge, to show the words which have the feeling, which shows the feeling. Then Upadhi Arthe, to show the medium of transport. To show the medium, not transport, to show the medium through which something is happening. Prayana Sadhanarthe, to show the mode of transport. Right? Sixth usage. And seventh usage, the price that we pay. Yad dhanam diyate tat. So in these usages, Tritiya Vibhakti is used. Some more usages are there, especially the usages that are called as Upapada Vibhakti. Remember Upapada Vibhakti? Where when the words are connected with other words. Now all these words are connected to verb. Now when some words are connected to some avyas, etc. Last time we had seen for Dvitiya Vibhakti, Ubhayataha, Paritaha, Vina. There that Vina we said that it is used in Tritiya also. So that usage also will come. Some more usages will also be there, which we will see in the next session. We will go for examples also. So please go through the Bhagavad Gita first chapter and find out if there are some Tritiya Vibhakti usages. If there is instrument or there is passive construction where the subject is used, all those usages also, all those examples also we will see in the next session. Alright, let us conclude today. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.